I wanted to show this viral TikTok video of a math trick. Counting and just a certain pattern. So, one of the reasons is like 2 times 3 is 2 rows of 3, 6. So we're talking about 2 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So multiplication is basically rows and columns. You could think of it that way. And when using rows and columns, the bigger numbers we have, we don't want to count all these dots. So that's one thing to keep in mind is multiplication saves us time, and a lot of math seems like a lot of work, but it's doing a lot of crunching in a short period of time actually. So they're going to take the 2, 1. They're going to say 21, 2, 1, 2, 1. They're going to then multiply it by 35. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we don't have to count dots because we could multiply like 5 lines red or orange and 2 lines green. 5 times 2 is 10. But we will count them the way the TikTok video shows. They are going to start from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one I did with more than 9 so that you can see what happens, how to carry over in case you get a number bigger. The TikTok video didn't happen to show that. It was just a quick video. So then this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, 13. So the 3 we'll put here. This is the 10 spot. This was the 1 spot. The 10 we're going to move or carry over. And then we have a 2 by 3, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 1 is going to be 7. So to see 21 times 35. 735. Right, what's happening here is when we do it the long way, 21 times 35, we have 1 times 5 is 5, which is here. Then we do 5 times 2 is 10. Then we carry over here. Then we do 3 times 1 is 3. And then we can see here, there's 5 in the ones, there's 3 and 10. 3 and 10. And then when we finish, we do 3 times 2 is 6. And then we add that up. So this is the traditional way. So my math teacher would do this in his head faster than we can type it. So by the time we started, he would already start calculating in his head. So let's say 23 times 24. Well, let's make it easy one. 23 times 21. So there's a method to this where you're going to go let me show you the pattern. You're going to go straight up and down here. 3 times 1 is 3. Then you're going to crisscross this way and add it to crisscrossing, multiplying those ones. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 times 2 is 6. So put an 8. And then you're going to multiply straight up and down here. 2 times 2 is 4. So let's look at what we did. 23 and 21. One times 3 is 3, this one. That's right here. Then we crisscross 2 times 3, that's right here, 2 by 3. And then crisscross this way, 2 by 1. 2 by 1 is right here. So we add them together, right? We did 2 times 1 is 2, and then 3 times 2 is 6. So we had 8. This is 8. 2 and 6. And then the last one we do here is 2 times 2 is 4. So that's this spot right here, the 100 spot. So we can actually do the same exact thing with a 2 by 2. I'm sorry, 3 by 3. So let's say 121 times 232. Okay, I don't want to make it too big. It still will work, but I don't want to draw that many lines, just for convenience. So we're going to start in the same general pattern or direction as the TikTok video. 121, 121, 121. 2, 30, and then 2. I'm going to extend this a little bit. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to start here at the 1 spot, and we're going to move that way until we get to the 10,000 spot. We're going to take this one off here, 2. Then we're going to take these two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to take the middle 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to carry one over. Do this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus the 1, so we have 8. And then this one, 2 times 1 is 2. So this was the 1s, this was the 10s, this was the 100s, this was the 1000s, and this was the 10,000s. And to verify, 121 times 232. Okay, and so what my teacher would do is he would do the same thing in his head, and partly it isn't a trick. He's very, very fast at calculating and remembering in his head. So he would write this down and say, ready? And I'm sure he maybe did the first couple calculations. And he would say, go. By the time we would type it in our calculator, he would just start each digit and have the answer. Mr. Wu was his name. So it was very impressive. So we can solve this. Let me show you the pattern. Okay, so we're going to multiply straight up and down here, which is 2 times 1 is 2, straight up and down. Then we're going to multiply this one, and we're going to add it to multiplying this one, cross multiplying and adding. So 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 times 2 is 4. We have 7. Then we do crisscross this way symmetrically, and then we add all 3. So 1 times 2 is 2. We can go crisscross the other way. 1 times 2 is 2. And straight up and down, 2 times 3 is 6. So that's going to be 10. I'm going to carry a 1 over. Then we're going to do the same thing here, but to the left justified instead of to the right. This one and this one. So it's going to be 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 7. And we have the 1 that we had to carry. Remember, we carried over the 1, so I could have added it here. The 10, we carried a 1 over, just to remind you, I made that mistake. And then the last one is to do the same thing as this, but justify to the left. And 1 times 2 is 2. And see, we have here this one is this spot. This one, right? You have two things and you add them, or the 3 and the 4, 3 and 4. Then this one has 1, 2, 3 things, 1, 2, 3 things. Then this one has 2 things, these 2. Again, this 3 and a 4 and the 1 carried over. Well, here we carried over a 1. Up here is 3, down here is 4, plus the 1 carried over that I forgot here. And then straight up and down is this one, 2. So that's pretty cool the way my teacher showed me, and I was pretty impressed and amazed to see it visually. Enjoy!